I believe the way that you are literally about to surprise yourself. Okay, y'all don't believe it. I want to tell you, you're going to shock yourself if you stop competing with demonic expectations. All right, I got one more for you, right? I got one more for you, and I hope you enjoy this one. Jesus goes to Peter and says, Simon, Satan desires to have you that he may sift you. But fear not, for I've already prayed for you, that your faith fail not. And when you have been converted, go back, strengthen your brethren. Interesting part about that is Satan has access to your destiny just as much as you do. Am I talking good? We're here now. You might as well share the live. Satan has just as much access to your destiny as you do, which means that every time you receive a word, every time you get encouraged, every time you get empowered, every time you get strengthened, he has that same information. So in Job, when God asks him, what are you doing? And he says, well, I've been walking to and fro. I've been eavesdropping. Satan says, I've been eavesdropping, seeing who I can get my hands on. I've been trying to see who I can rob their destiny just by getting in their way, because I can't derail them. I can only distract them. What's up, Cachet? Hey, I'm having a conference in Atlanta next week. You should come. Am I talking good? So he has access to the same information that you do. And God tells him, well, have you considered my servant Job? And he turns around. He says, if you consider my servant Job, he turns around and says, well, I would have, but I can't because you got a hedge around it. Jesus tells Peter, he wants you. He wants to derail you. He wants to distract you. He wants to get in your ear, but I've prayed for you, which means that when God and Satan had a meeting about you, I outbidded him. Oh, God, help me teach tonight. Which means that although he has access to the same information, he didn't win the bet. So you staying stuck in this moment of your life, you staying stuck in this season of your life, is not in the script. God's not going to let you be robbed of another moment of influence or momentum just because you've had a momentary setback. Just because something happened that you couldn't explain, just because something happened that didn't make sense to you, just because something happened that might have challenged you. I need y'all to share this. You watching on Facebook, I need y'all to hit those hearts. We just jumped in it. I don't know how we got here. And so Peter wakes up and says, it doesn't make sense why I'm here in the first place. I just know I ended up getting here, but I'm not celebrating the fact that I'm free. I'm not celebrating the fact that I'm free. I'm celebrating the fact that there were people who, even though they didn't know if they wanted me free or not, I at least know they wanted me dead. I don't know who's watching me, but look at you, still alive. Look at you with a second chance. Look at you. They didn't think that your marriage was going to work. Look at you. They didn't think your business was going to make it. Look at you. They didn't think your name was going to stretch as far as it did. I want to talk to some people really quickly before my phone dies. I want to talk to some people really quickly that God has entrusted you with so much prosperity and popularity that there are people whose only assignment is to watch you. They can't do anything about what God will allow you to accomplish. I believe that if, in fact, you are going to navigate this level of grace and this leverage that God is giving you, you don't have the time to put energy in people who their only assignment is to watch you grow. I don't have to. It's not even about showing up at Rhoda's house. It's about the fact that God allowed you to break out because there were people that wanted you to be comfortable resting in poverty, resting in mental imprisonment, resting in abandonment, resting in neglect, resting and wrestling in places that only look like parts of your past that God freed you from. I said something Sunday, and I want to share this with you. And Prophet Torres is on. He can let me know if I'm wrong or not about this. I said that some of us are healed. Right? You're healed. If you're healed, say I'm healed. Some of us are healed. I think the problem that we have is we hold people in our hearts and in our spirits that aren't healed. So if we're not careful, you're healed, but you still hold broken people in your spirit. And so the deliverance that you need is not to be healed from the trauma or the moment. You need to be healed from the person that you're still holding on to that's broken. Because that's not you, that's the broken them in you that's responding to this moment. How would Peter have been able to navigate freedom had he responded like a heartbroken apostle, still waiting on Jesus? All right, okay. You ain't shared this yet. Instagram, y'all playing hard to get. If he would have responded like a part of him that God no longer needed. I don't want you to just be healed. I want if you're going to hold something in your heart, at least hold something whole. Trent, what's up, brother? I don't want to go into another relationship. I don't want to go into another season of my life trying to figure out, is this me you getting? Or is this my ex that's still in me? Because I couldn't let him go. I couldn't let her go. Somebody came to me one time. They wanted me to cover them. And I said, okay, I'll cover you. I'll mentor you, so on and so forth, all that good stuff. We kept bumping heads because Teresa, every time I would challenge her to do something, she kept bringing up what her old pastor did. And I said, I can't pastor you, and I can't cultivate what's in you because you haven't gotten over a broken pastor who clearly only wanted to use you, but never wanted to cultivate you. Because she never wanted to get that out of her. Every time something came, every time I corrected her, every time I would say, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z, she would bring up, well, this person said this, and that person said that, and that person felt that way about it. You know what she did? She backed away from me because some people are more comfortable harnessing and harboring a broken them in them. Oh, no, you don't want a pastor. It's ghetto. I love my church. I love Courageous. Until you're going to let that out of you, until you're willing to walk away from holding on to broken people's results. Oh, Jesus. I'm not responsible for your future, but I am responsible for how you handle your now. And if you're not careful, you will ruin your now by allowing the results of broken people to dictate how you function right now. That's why for those of us who are navigating new dating spaces, you can't afford to let every person that you like know how you love. Because you can fake the funk long enough for me to let my guard down. But I don't want to give proximity to another person that can't help me. Because the truth of the matter is, some people are professional handicaps. That's how I want to say it. Some people are professional handicaps, Bree. And I'm looking for somebody to help me build. But if all you've ever seen yourself as is a crutch, I'm teaching good tonight. You can't help me build because your life has been lived through a limp. Teach, Pastor. You can't help me accomplish anything because all you've ever done was known you're limping. Give me scripture, Jeremy. Here's this man at the pool. that says every time I get ready to jump in, somebody always beats me in. You emphasizing what you're unable to do. And Jesus is not concerned about somebody beating you. He's concerned about, do you want to be whole right now? I want to help you break through in your now. I want to help you get through in your now. I want to help bring deliverance in your now. But you're so used to being handicapped. He says, nobody helps me in. I want to free all 30 of you that are listening to me from the mindset that somebody's got to help you in. You don't need help when you're healed. You only need help when you're handicapped. Because when you're healed, you don't see as nobody helping me in. Think about all the people, Jalen just taught this. Think about all the people in the Bible who needed somebody to push them closer to breakthrough. They were handicapped. They couldn't help themselves. But my God, every time somebody in the Bible who was not handicapped, that was healed, that was working on something, they were called builders. Oh, come here, Noah. Come here, Nehemiah. I don't want to talk to people who are only going to emphasize what they don't have. You've limited yourself by giving leverage to handicap language. You've already told yourself what you are unable to accomplish. I'm not sick. My sinuses are acting up, but I'm not sick. You've already handicapped yourself because your language speaks to your limping. I want you to be healed from your limp. Every time I get ready to get in, somebody beats me. Every time I get ready to push out an idea, somebody else does it. Somebody inboxes me, and I meant to respond to them. I can't even remember who it was. They reached out to me. They said, "Prophet, you need to get midnight oil. You need to get it trademarked because somebody's trying to do it." Let them do it. Let them do it. Why? They're not stealing anything new. Let them do it, because guess what? If you can handle the warfare behind my mantle, I'll give it to you. I'll gladly give you my assignment because it looks good. But there's a reason why I'm not limping anymore. There's a reason why I'm not blind anymore. There's a reason why. Remember that blind man who was blind, and they asked Jesus, well, whose fault is it that this man is blind? I'm talking like I've been reading my Bible. Whose fault is it that this man is blind? Is it his mother's fault? Is it his father's fault? And Jesus responds and says, it's nobody's fault. He didn't do anything wrong. He was given this condition so that the glory of God might be revealed. The reason why some of us don't want to be gifted is because my gift is God's opportunity to get glory. And so it scares me every time he gives me an assignment. It scares me every time he challenges me, because I don't know if I'm going to come out of this crazy or successful. I don't know if I'm going to come out of this better or if I'm going to come out of this thinking I need a therapist. I don't know. I'm only speaking to mature people in this moment. I don't know if I'm going to come out of this with better skills or if I'm going to walk away from this saying I'll never do this again. I don't know why you tried me like this. Didn't Job say, for when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold? Doesn't mean I want to be tried again. But since I'm here, I'm not going to leave this moment limping. I'm going to leave this moment so much more different. I'm coming out as pure gold. I'm coming out sharper. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, can't fool me again, because when I come out of this, I'm coming out as pure gold. What's up, Des? I'm coming out of this with a momentum. Some of us, we go through the fire and we come out with momentum. As I was getting ready to preach this last Wednesday, I took my text and Jalen said, I had no worries about how tonight was going to go. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, I knew when you got quiet, and he said, you got quiet, you went quiet in the car, you were quiet on the ride there. He said, when you got in that pulpit, he said, I could see your face. He said, oh, the devil's in trouble because they done pissed my pastor off. Some of us go through transitions and we come out as pure gold. I knew that, like Peter, I couldn't afford to stay here because while there are the reason why you can't afford to stay there is because there are people that have an expectation about your settling. Tell somebody in the comments that's why you had to leave your ex. It was too many false expectations connected to the relationship. That's why you had my pastor told me something the other day, and I will have had forgiven him by the next time I see him. He told me something the other day. My mommy's on. He told me something the other day. He said, "Son, I got to be honest with you that the reason why your last relationship went the way it did was because I prayed for you." When he told me what he prayed, I said, "Well, find time to tell me." But he had to break me out of expectations. See, y'all don't like those kind of friends. You don't have those type of people in your life that will tell you. The angel told Peter, "Get up and put your shoes on." You done laid down. You done got comfortable. You done got into bed. No, get up. You look ridiculous. My pastor told me, I didn't want that for you if that wasn't God's will for your life. Who connected to you will love you enough to say it looks good on you, but God knows it's not good for you. I was running my mouth earlier today with Teresa, and I said, I'm going to get a job. She rebuked me. She said, did the Lord tell you to do that? Because love without accountability is manipulation on steroids. I'll say it again. Love without accountability is manipulation on steroids. So some of us don't know the power of genuine love when it challenges us and sharpens us because you're so used to being manipulated. You can't accept the fact that God doesn't want you to settle here. I'm done. My time is up. I said what I had to say. I came on here to advertise my conference. Apostle Rachel, so good to see you, sis. I got to get to Houston this year for a few days. We've got to do something. We've got to do something soon. You know, it was my desire to plant a work in Houston. It is my desire, and it's gonna be one of the things I do. Houston there's a hunger coming to Houston. Oh, we're prophesying. Awesome. There's a hunger coming to Houston. Last time I was in Houston, my uncle and I had got into a real unagreeable conversation, I'll say. And I said I wasn't coming back no time soon. My family went out there for Thanksgiving, and I didn't go. I ended up spending Thanksgiving with my friends in Atlanta, and so the Lord has been reigniting that initiative in me, should I say, to come back to Houston for a few days. So we'll get together. We'll plan something. There's a hunger coming to Houston. I really see God sending revival in that area. One of my preachers for Midnight Oil was coming from Houston, but then we rescheduled it to this month, and so there's something happening in Houston. It's really gonna be mind blowing, and I just want you to get ready for it, sis. There's some major opportunities community wise. I was looking at your pictures the other day, and I heard the Lord saying to tell you, get ready, get your hands in the community. Your birth and Desiree say yes, come back to Houston. Houston and Beaumont. I love those two cities. My brother just planted a church in Houston, so I try not to go where I have too many friends. But Houston has definitely been on my radar. Houston and Florida. But yeah, God says get ready to get your hands in the community. It's like I can see you. I don't know if she's still watching. Okay, it's like in the realm of the spirit. I saw you scoop up a handful of dirt, And I heard the Lord saying to tell you that I'm enriching the soil that's in your hand. Get ready to plow like never before. There's a surge of prophets that's coming from your loins. That's getting ready to shake that region. But I hear the Lord saying to tell you they're really anointed for the airwaves. And so God says, think it not strange that what I allowed you to encounter last year, something that you went through last year, you didn't tell me about it. There's something you went through last year that came to shake your faith. But I hear the Lord saying to tell you, because you stood, I'm going to pay you back by the thousands that you're owed. He just flipped something in your bank account. And the Lord said to tell you, payback is coming. It's going to be a time of retribution and restoration. The Lord said that you were looking for it to come one way through the church, but it's going to be so much more bigger than that. It's coming through the community. And the Lord says, don't feel like you missed a moment because certain church doors didn't open for you. He says, you never missed a moment. I preserved you from the contamination connected to men in particular, who were only going to abuse the genuineness of your gift. That's the word of the Lord. All right, I'm done. Did that word make sense to you? Bianca, Kiana, what's up? Bianca, are you still coming next week? We're just having a conversation because I really am. I'm sleepy. I'm ready to take a shower. I'm going to get in my bed and rub my feet together. Bianca knows the power of the midnight oil. I believe just from being connected to me and the prophets that I've brought on my platforms, that she's received life-changing results. All right, here's what I need you guys to do. Y'all are watching. I'm gonna prophesy a little bit more. I need y'all to help me out. We're going into this thing. We're believing God. We're going into this thing debt-free. Sade's coming all the way from Jersey. I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, keep me in prayer, Desiree. Here's what I need you to do. I need 10 people tonight that'll do a seat of $40 towards the conference. 10 people tonight that'll do a seat of 40. We're out of here. We're gonna prophesy a little bit more and then we're out of here. Next Friday and Saturday. The conference is next Friday and Saturday. You know what, sis? Don't. I'ma have maybe. There may be another conference, but you don't get trips. You don't get vacations often. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Now, Prophetess Rachel, if you come to my conference from Houston, I'm gonna scream. Don't worry about me. All right. If you're doing the 40, I want you to put in the comments tonight, I'm sowing. I'm sowing. I'm sowing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it quickly. I just need 10 of you tonight. That's gonna help with that. Let's go do that. Yeah, B, don't. Now, if you just want to come, and get and want us to lay hands on you, the conference is in Atlanta. The given information is on both screens. The conference is in Atlanta. Not Rachel, you know I ain't got no ad, man. I'll send it to you though. I'll send it to you as soon as I'm off of here. It's in Atlanta next Friday and Saturday. If y'all go to my page, where am I mentally? If you go to my mentally, I'm already on vacation after this conference is over. Yeah. So 5717 South Gordon Road, Austell, Georgia. Next Friday and Saturday. It's gonna be hot. Thank you, Tia. Tia's sewing. We only need 9 more. No, somebody else sewed, so we only need 8 more. It's starting at 10:30. Services start nightly at 10:30, and the panels start Saturday at 2. Now, I've had people asking about the Saturday morning service. Give me 2 minutes to unpack that. So Saturday morning at 10, I'm a member of the Embassy Atlanta, and a few of the Benjamites are on, so they'll help me advertise their church. And my pastor will be doing the teaching and impartation at the 10 o'clock service, 10 a.m. The early bird gets the word. So I know I'm gonna have y'all in church at 10:30 Friday night. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. You're gonna want to be back up for that. It's gonna be powerful teaching. He may because he likes me a little bit. He may let me work with him. And then Saturday, as soon as that's over with, at 2 p.m., our panels will start. We're having a conversation on fatherhood. We're going to talk about ordained orphans. And then after that, we'll have another conversation about navigating creative spaces for those that are creatives in the church space. And then at 10:30, we'll have 10:30 p.m., we'll have our closing session with our guest speaker. All right. That's the itinerary. It's not much. Thank you, Teresa. Willie, what's up, brother? That's the itinerary. That's the flow chart. And Friday night, because I got some people that are watching that are registered. Friday night is our blackout service. So Friday is all black. Saturday, come comfortable, because I'm hitting everything moving. And I'm gonna pass out. All right. There be nothing else. What's up, Jamal? I'm almost certain Jamal is coming. His bishop is preaching Friday night, Bishop Mark House. So I'm almost certain Jamal is coming. He should be coming anyway because he's a little brother of mine. But his big brother and his bishop will be in a meeting together. So he should be there. He's Pastor Jamal Mitchell. An amazing ministry in Macon, Warner Robins area. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not famous enough to have come and preached for him, but one day maybe. Thank you, Shante. How are you tonight? We're doing our giving, our 40, our 10 with our 40. I think we only need 6 more people. That'll do the 40. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? All right. Make sure you are there next Friday and Saturday. It's going to be good. There are some people that are going to partner with that 1,000. Okay, y'all are in Tucker, Georgia. There are some people that are going to partner with that 1,000. If you want to do that, please make sure you inbox me and message me and let me know. I love y'all. God is so faithful. All right. If you're with me, just put in the comments. We in. We in. We in. We in. We in. We in there. We in there like swimwear. What's up, Brandy? We in there like swimwear. And I'll do another live tomorrow. Well, I'll actually, scream and holler at y'all and all that good stuff. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, you better be. Thank you, Deja. Now, Deja, where are you? Brandy, where are you located? Portia. Portia was supposed to be a vendor at my conference. You should really inbox me. Deera's coming. Deera's bringing the whole You're Worth It clan. He's preaching Friday night on Monroe. That shouldn't be too far. All right, y'all. I'm sleepy. The Lord bless you and keep you. You're in Dallas, Texas. You should connect with Prophet Torres. He just started a hub in Dallas. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his countenance towards you and give you peace. I love y'all. Shabbat shalom. Oh, Kayvon, you just missed me. All right. Facebook. Oh, my. We got to get out of here. Facebook, I need y'all to go ahead and close the rest of those. The rest of those that are going to do that 40. If you're going to do that 40, I want you to comment that and say, I'm sowing. I'm sowing. No, that's right. I'm sowing. I'm sowing. Those of you who are going to do that 40, I want you to comment that I'm sowing. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm sowing. I'm sowing. $40 is nothing. Thank you, Tia. That's one. $40 is absolutely nothing to somebody. But I believe because of your seed and your sacrifice tonight, God's going to give it back to you. The Lord did tell me, he said, to tell the people who will believe with you with a $40 seed, tell them to expect miracles in 48 hours. So you're going to sow your seed, and in 48 hours. Thank you. Thank you to every person that's moving with their faith. Thank you, Naja. I had to log back in. Bless you all. Bless you all. Y'all are absolutely amazing. All right, saints, we'll see y'all tomorrow. I believe God's going to do some absolutely wonderful things for us in between now and our time of expectation. So make sure that you follow me. What's up, Justin? The rest of those, sound doors. Make sure y'all follow me, connect with me, subscribe to the content. And as always, we'll see you